Okay. So I am recording. So again, yeah. So we'll have you got 14, chapter 14 for this, or lesson 14 for this week, and then we'll have lesson 15 next week, and that'll be it. So should be good. I don't think there's too much more that we're going to even introduce. I think we're going to just work on classes and objects, the vocabulary I gave you. Um, should know those terms, okay? Today is we're going to go ahead and create a super class. Trying to see here if I did. Always have stuff. Well, that's not going to. I'm trying to get ready for you guys. And so we're going to run through that today. We're going to do, actually, what we're going to do is create a super class and then make a regular child class from that. And then from that, we'll instantiate objects from it. So actually, we're going to have 3 files today that we'll be looking at or working on. And so it gets a little more abstract as we, again, we'll have like, it's a parent file or a parent class and that, and then we'll work down from that. So my idea is to do something. It's going to be a rental company. So we're going to rent cars. I mean, you can rent whatever you want. You don't just have to call it whatever I do. So I'm going to start sharing my screen here if I can find my, let's see, where's it at? Oh, that's sweet. Where's my, there we go. So we'll share Apache NetBeans. And you should be seeing my NetBeans now. Okay. Hold that out of the way, put that out of the way. And so here we are. And I'm going to go ahead and create a new project. And of course, it's our favorite ant. And let's call it, we'll call it Acme Rent a Wreck. In your homework, it comes up as it'll be instructor's project, and it'll talk about Mrs. Quackenbush, who was a real person actually. That my grandkids she was like I think she taught first grade or something at their school, Mrs. Quackenbush. So over the years, I've incorporated her names into a lot of my work. All right, so the project. Why am I typing there? So let's go ahead and build this one first. So this is the project, and I called it the Acme Rent a Rack. And then this, the Acme Rent a Rack .java. And the date today, we're trimming down this month for 27/21. Your name, purpose. Let's call it of rental cars for Mrs. Quack Bush's rental car company. And let's see here, what do I want to do there? All right, so we will probably need a scanner, so I'm going to go ahead and import it. And lock my computer up, of course, as I always do. See how long I can wait here. Please wait. I'm going to fix that over break, I'm hoping. We got that. We got that. Get rid of all that junk. Uh-oh. Didn't mean to get rid of that. And then move this down. And indent that some, I think. Okay, this is going. Probably not enough coffee this morning is probably the. And once we get that, we can just save this because we're going to move on to something else. So this is going to be where eventually, hopefully, the user can create copies of our cars that we own in our rental car company. I'm going to go up here to add a file, new file, and it will be a Java class. And I go next, and I'm just going to call this vehicle. Okay, so we're going to have a blueprint to create vehicles. And I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to go ahead and copy this at the top so I don't just, because I'm lazy and don't want to have to retype it. We'll come over here, paste it in here, change the file, the this to vehicle. And this will be something like that. And we can get rid of that. And I'm also going to import a scanner here, I believe. I won't use it yet, but okay. So now what we're looking for are things that make vehicles vehicles. Okay. So very abstract. I mean, think of vehicles. What are things that all vehicles have? Okay. Things like manufacturer's name. Maybe the manufacturer's model. Now, again, things that you have to think about are we don't have to use every variable or every attribute in every case. For example, I don't know, if I put in the number of doors, well, if I was creating bicycles, I probably wouldn't use that attribute. Or I could have types of transmissions. Well, you could stretch it. Some bicycles nowadays, I guess, have transmissions, but not really. They have different speeds, and we could stretch that a bit. Usually they have color. How about this one? Well, let's go with int and do year built, maybe. We could do number of wheels, okay? Because you can have one wheel, you have unicycles. You could go all the way up to a semi and have 18 wheels or something like that, 16 wheels. Who knows? How about transmission? Something to that effect. Let's see, what else might I have? Color, engine size. Yeah, we could do that. Let's just, let's leave it off. I'm not going to do that here. Okay, so then I can go ahead and put my constructor in. On this one, I'm just going to have a default. Now remember, this has to be named the same thing as the file. Okay. Whoops, why did I do that? So it's going to be nothing more than right? And then once I have that, I need some setters and getters eventually, because these are all private, so they can't be reached from another class without going through the constructors. So I'm going to have the constructors. Down below that. And now again, I could type these in, but I'm going to right click, insert code, and it knows that I declared these variables up here. Now, again, this isn't in this is part of the IDE. It's not part of Java doing this. This is my IDE. My NetBeans knows that I declared these up here. And so I can just hit generate. And there I have all my constructors, my setters and getters. I'm sorry. Did I write constructors again? That'll confuse you. Setters and getters. And again, the setters are ones where we're providing the information, storing it in a variable. The getters are the ones that when we want to access them to get the value that's stored in that variable. So we have setters and getters. Other books will call them different things, but basically the functions that they do are the same. Just a naming thing. Some of them use different terms for changing them and going and getting them. But again, I try to be consistent. I move my braces down because I like to see them. It makes my life a lot easier, and it only takes a few seconds to do it. Then I'm going to go ahead and save this. Okay. So everybody should now have a class that allows us to generate a vehicle. Okay. All right. Let's see here. And now I'm going to go ahead and create another class. Okay. So I'm going to go right back up here after I've saved. Go here, it's a Java class. And I'm going to make it rentals or rental, like one object. And I hit this. I think I still have the thing where I can paste in the title up there. That's perfect. Come here, rentals, a rental. And this one will say a subclass. Okay. All right. Once again, I'm going to import because of others. I know things that are going to happen here. All right. Okay. And then we're going to go here like that. And here's the key to this working. Okay. We're going to type in a reserved word that says extends and then just vehicle like that. So you have to have that. Okay. So once I get that, we need to think about what makes rental cars. Okay. So let's do something like private int. How about start mileage? And private int end mileage. And we could have things like private double day charge total and 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 oh, let's throw one of these in. I think that'll work. Sure you save every once in a while, just in case. And we're back to, we need a constructor. So once again, it has to be named the same thing. So it'll be nothing more than that. And in this, I need to just type super. So now it can see the attributes over in our vehicle at this point. Okay. And we can come down a little bit and put in our setters and getters. And once again, we just right click. Before I knew this, back in the day, we used to type these in all in by hand. This is a real pain when you know this is here. And once again, I do my little thing here. And many times I will divide these like this is what I normally do. So I would come down here. Why are these off by one? They are, okay. I'm just gonna hit this once. There we go. And then I can put in an extra. And normally what I do is I just go like this and type mileage. Then I'll go down to let's see. Oh, this is start mileage. Who's aggravating my dogs? Cheryl. Sorry, guys, I screamed in your ear. Barking. So I'm going to drop down to here now. And then we can have so again, this just makes it easier for reading and anything to that effect. All right, save that. There was one thing I wanted to fix, I saw. Okay. So now we have two classes, a superclass and a subclass. All right. So now we can go back over to Acme Rental. Drop down here. Oops. And so we have that. So I'm going to go up above the void main right here. And I'll go and put in, I think I'll put one variable here. I'll say private static Boolean is available. And we'll go ahead and instantiate a scanner here. And there we go. So now I'm down here and I can create my first car. And let's see here. Voila, I have a car object. I know that because now if I go right here and I type my car one and hit dot, I can see here all my sets. And you'll notice some of those, this set color one is over in my vehicle. The day charge and end mileage and has insurance are all over in my rental class. Manufacturer's name is in the vehicle, et cetera, as I go down. Okay. So I have all those sets available. Okay. So the first one I'm going to do is set manufacturer name. And I need to put, I'm at the point yet. Whoops. Let's make it a Ford. Again, you can create what you want. In my car, one dot set manufactured model should be about a Mustang. And my car year, oops. Oops. Your built as an integer. Oops. And let's, we can just do one more. We'll build them up later. That's good for now. And then we can just do system.out.print f. Put another s/n here. /t, and we'll put and it will be a %s/n enter. And then this will be /t model %s/n enter. And then we've got year /t year, and it'll be a %d/n. And then we have /t start miles, be a %d/n. And then we can do our /t end miles %d/n. Oops. And then that, and then that. And then we have my car one is get manufacturer name. And then my car get my car one. Jeez. My car one get manufacturer model. My car one dot get year built. And my car one get starting mileage. And my car one dot end get ending mileage. I think that'll, and save that and run it, and hopefully it'll come up. And there we go. There's a Ford Mustang 2020 starting mileage, ending mileage. Okay. Hang on a minute. I'll be right back. Okay, so does everybody have one that runs?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so here's the problem, right? A user, the person that works at Rent-A-Wreck and enters cars and stuff, can't do anything. All he can do, all they can do is run the program, it prints out, and boom, it's hard coded in. So if they had to change the miles or anything like that, they couldn't do it. So we have basically what we have going here in our 4-person thing, if you remember from the other day, we have Mrs. Quackenbush who wants a program. We have our architect, okay, that is providing us with the vehicle code. Then we have like a carpenter or that's doing the rental code, taking the vehicle code and making it so it works for cars, for rental cars. But we don't have anything yet for the person that's going to live in our house. Okay. We just don't have that yet. So we need to do some alterations. First thing I'm going to do, we've never used our is available. Okay. So let's go here and we'll do, we can do it easily by doing just, well, what we can do here, really, I think. Oh, look at that. Isn't that special? So now we have setters and getters here. All right. That goes there. And so let's go ahead here and up here after, let's call our setter we may not even need, let's see here. I guess we can do that. Let's, a couple things here first. Let's change this word here right there to get. Get is available. And we can do that. And again, this is only one way we could do this. Set is available. Set is available. We're going to get rid of it screaming at us because it doesn't like that we have a parameter here. We don't need it. I don't think, anyway. We'll think about that later. And right here, we're just going to say that'll be a true. Something like that. And then we can come down here and do while not. Did we build our user con here? We did. So it'll be user con as next Boolean. La dee 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 dee. something to that effect. Then we can just copy this. Control C. Drop that in there. And then usercon.next to clear the buffer. And then let's see here. We can actually even do this, I think. Let's see. If I do that, type this. Ah, jeez. Okay. What did I? Okay, let me look up here. It's static. This is available. I don't know if I can do this. It'll let me do that. Still isn't going to let me do that, is it? Okay, so I'll do this. Okay, this will change that. And then this. And it's still beating me up over that. Why is that? Oh, okay. Boolean is available. Okay, let's get rid of this now. Then we'll put Boolean in front of this. And then I know what we got to do. Available. And then return. Why am I doing that? Let's see. It's available. Let's try this. Still knocking me for that static. No, it's not. This will be Boolean. And then let's see what happens. Okay, so the call is good now. And then, so all we need to do here is return this. There we go, finally. So this one here will be got that. Then we'll say here, we'll just call and we'll make it a void. And we'll we'll say here, I don't have to pass it because it's available up here, I'm hoping. And it is. Okay. So there's one thing we've fixed that makes it user friendly. If I run it now, hopefully it has the vehicle there. And if I type in no, it says, wait a minute, only true or false are, and then I say true, and it says this vehicle is available for rental. So that works, okay? So that's one thing we can do as a user. We're gonna go now, we'll go over, make sure everything's saved. We'll go back to vehicle. And we'll start here. Let's go ahead, we've got a set here. So let's control that set on what we want it to say. And again, this has to do with uniformity. If I'm doing this for a big company and they want the programs to run the same, all run the same, then we fix them at this level to do that. So we have just, these will be simple here, system dot print, enter the name of the vehicle manufacturer. Nothing more than that. I don't think I've instantiated a user con here yet, so I need to do that. So now I have my user con. And so I can say right here, I can say this manufacturer. User con dot next. I'm always off by one here. Let's move these over. There we go. And then I'll do this. And I'll drop down to here. Okay, then I'm going to get rid of this. In fact, I can do, it's probably just as easy to type it in. I don't need this. This line should go away. Sorry about that. Get rid of that line. It shouldn't be there. Likewise here. We can just go ahead and replace this. Usercon.next. Come down to the next one. Beautiful day outside here in wonderful Peoria. Get rid of this argument. We don't need it any longer. This is all about now allowing the user to set what is going into the data versus hard coding it in. And then of course this will just be user next again. Come down here. Down, drop down, right here. And this one's a little bit different. So this will be our while loop. Okay, let's change this. Oops. Just go up and get. Go ahead and copy this right here. Control C. Pop down here. Control V. Put re-enter. Then I'll clear the buffer. That. And then we can do, let's see here. Usercon.next. And then we'll have here. Okay, so right here, I'm going to type do. What do I want there? let's do this. Int year. Do that. And then do. And then I'm going to indent this part here. So then when it comes out of there, we'll say year is assigned user con dot next int. And then, oh yeah, if year is less than 2010 or year is greater than 2010 or 2021, then what I want to do here is have a system.out.println. Something like that. And then we'll have out here while the same thing. It'll be year less than 2010 or year greater than 2021. It keeps running. And then this right here, we will put like that. And then this will be year right here. I think that'll work. So we can go to there, indent all this. Okay, so that would be our year. Okay. Dropping down again. Need to see here something. Oh, come on. All right. So then we'll be down here. And you know what? I think for the most part, we'll go down here to whack out this part right here. And I think for the most part, we can come here. Yikes. Control C that. And come down here. Control V it in here. Then what I'm going to do here is highlight this up to there. I'm going to go to edit, replace year. Oops, where did I type that now? That probably went right right into the, so I'm going to say year, and then I'm going to say wheels. And I'm going to say replace all. And it's not going to read great, but it'll have everything. Then I can just tweak it. Wheels. This vehicle. And we'll have from, oh, let's make it from 2 to 18 wheeler. And then here it'll be wheels are valid. And then re-enter wheels on the vehicle, 2 through 18. Then we can come down here, and this will be 2. This will be 18. And this will be 2 through 18. So something like that. Okay. And that leaves those transmissions down here. We'll whack this out of here. And again, the reason we don't need this here is if we were getting it from somewhere else, from rental or from Rent-A-Wreck, then we'd have to have it because it would have to send it in here as an argument, okay? But since we're controlling it here at this level, we don't need that there, okay? So here we'll have something like system.out.print. Enter the type transmission. It'll be A is equal to automatic or M equals manual. Something like that. And then we would have let's go ahead and create a variable called char transmission. And then we can go here and say transmission is assigned user con dot next dot 2 upper dot char at 0. Okay. So if they enter something else, though, we're not stopping them from going on. So we're going to go ahead here and put a do in. And we'll indent this and come back out. And we'll say if transmission is not equal to and it'll be single, so A, and it's not equal to transmission not equal to a M, then put up a system dot out of print line slash N, only A or M are valid inputs at this time. Okay. And then we can put in a loop here while, and it'll be the same thing as the if was. So it'll be transmission not equal to single quotes A and transmission not equal to M. So that should fix our transmission. Okay. And I need to clean this up. I know that's wrong, but all I want to do is clean this one. Yeah. Okay. Do I got something that's char there? Hides a field. Well, yeah, kind of. Set that. You know what? I don't care. And then up here, we're good all the way through that. So now if we go back to Rent-A-Wreck, we're going to stop right here. Okay. What we can do right now is just go ahead and get rid of these arguments because we got it set up now that we're not going to hard code in arguments. So we can whack those out of there. And let's see if our program will run. Let's see. I need to clean it up, clean and build. Okay, something's wrong here. Cars that build. Oh, I still got something that's 2020 here. Oh, right there. And we can get rid of that. And now let's see what happens when I clean it. It cleans it. That's cool. And then so I can run it and it says, what is the name of your vehicle manufacturer? And we'll say Chevy. And let's get a Corvette. And the year it was built, let's say 2020. And it shows up. Is it available? No. Okay, so let's test it one more time and then we can get out of here for today. Okay, and so let's get a Dodge and a Viper and a 20, or let's put ABC here. It says, okay, that isn't right. Okay, so 2010, I don't even know if they made them then. And of course, it says that we're good. And it's available, true. All right, so that's so far my song and dance. We still have a problem in that our rental things are still hidden from the user. And so we're going to go ahead on, we'll be back here Thursday to continue on and fix this so that you can plop it into your portfolio, okay? Have a great weekend, or have a great day.